Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Stefan Angudubo. I work with the Alliance of Bioversity International and SEAT, based in Uganda. I am the activity lead of on-farm trial networks under the 1,000 Farms project. I'm going to provide an overview on value networks for on-farm testing. Normally, the breeding process is considered a linear process, going from setting goals to designing the product. In the linear process, seeds, information, and knowledge flow forward. Actually, information goes around in a breeding program. There is feedback from farmers back to the breeders as depicted in the diagram. On-farm testing plays a key role in this feedback from the field to the breeding program. TriCoat, the approach we promote in 1,000 farms, facilitates digital on-farm testing. This makes it possible to check progress, work with organizations that have little experience in designing trials but are good at working with farmers. This can lead to more effective collaborations. Normally, people see seed businesses as a value chain, a linear process that goes from variety creation to farmers adopting the seed. But the value chain idea is being challenged by new business models that have come up thanks to digital possibilities. In these new business models, the process is not linear but cyclic. In the picture, we see a simple network in which a platform connects sellers and buyers who both produce data. For example, seller reputation, as depicted in a diagram. Different values are generated by different players in the platform. In the platform models, the client themselves produce value. Examples of businesses that have impressed value networks include Airbnb, Jumia in several African countries, Easy Agric in Uganda for input supply and sales. In on-farm testing, farmers produce data and insights, which are also important values. Then, how would a value network look like in seeds and crop varieties? A value network is referred to as a web of relationships that generates both tangible and intangible values through complex dynamic exchanges between two or more individuals, groups, and organizations. The idea is to use this idea of value networks and apply it to seeds and varieties. It is not about replicating a particular business model like a digital platform, but more to map the different flow between the individuals, groups, and organizations. Then we can think about how to optimize the whole network for on-farm testing. A potential value network for on-farm testing can involve CG and NAS breeding networks, extension, seed and variety promotion and regulation agencies, and farmers. Such a network allows effective exchange of tangible values such as seed, information, and knowledge, and intangible values such as trust and transparency. This improves the development of end-user preferred crop varieties, which improves impact of breeding programs. In the network, it looks like extension becomes like a platform where different breeding programs can interact with the same extension. This eliminates the need for capacity investment, building of trust at on-farm evaluation of seed and varieties. Adopting and scaling value networks could improve efficiency of on-farm testing with specific benefits, including improved farmer engagement, where farmers are active participants in variety and seed evaluation. They provide feedback from the field to breeding programs. They also has benefits of low per unit data cost, where data is collected by farmer-facing organizations without huge travel costs and logistics. It also provides robust data representation using digital platforms. You get localized insights from partners. There is also informed decision-making based on sufficient performance, preference, and weather data. It also improves seed systems, where the farmer-facing organizations who implement the trials in the field are also the ones who promote the varieties to farmers, and have more capacity to do so. This shortcuts many steps and can enhance variety diffusion. It also improves variety diffusion in a way that on-farm testing gives a better idea of what to promote and where and how. All of this results in enhanced crop performance from farmers adopting farmer-preferred and climate-adapted varieties with product characteristics that are preferred by the market. Finally, let's reflect on this question here. Can you imagine on-farm testing as a collective effort based on expertise of stakeholders for a shared success? Reflect on this with a view of applying the same thinking behind value network to a public or private breeding in your country. Thank you for listening. I look forward to further discussions.